So good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. My name is Rock Daniels. Today is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Guess what? It's St. Patrick's Day. I don't have on green, but you guys need to remember to wear some today. And for all you guys out there who are going to celebrate tonight, celebrate with hydration to knock off tomorrow's hangover. Now, in weather today, the high is only going to be 53 degrees and the low is going to be 26 with 100% chance of rain. So don't forget that umbrella. The sun's going to rise at 7:46 this morning and set at 7:47 p.m. Now, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear has signed a bill that bans gaming machines in the state of Kentucky. Now, the new law is House Bill 594, prohibits those gray machines and imposes a $25,000 fine on operators. The machines currently fall outside the three forms of legal gambling in Kentucky, which are the state lottery, charitable gaming, and pari-mutuel wagering on horse racing. Now, the governor expressed his desire to develop new forms of regulated gaming in the state while enforcing the new law. Now, Kentucky Chamber President and CEO Ashley Watts thanked the legislators for passing the bill and the governor for swiftly signing it into law. Now, a woman has been accused of murdering a man in their Lexington apartment in August of 2021. Now, Jennifer Kashuba allegedly hid the body in a closet for 2 months before moving it to a dumpster. Now, Detective Jeremy Adkins testified that Kashuba admitted to stabbing Jimmy Medlock, her boyfriend, with a kitchen knife after a verbal and physical altercation. 3 children were in the apartment at the time, and one of them witnessed the stabbing. Kashuba has been charged with the murder, abuse of a corpse, and evidence tampering. The case will now be heard by a grand jury in Fayette Circuit Court. Now, the Kentucky Senate passed Senate Bill 47 with a 26-11 vote allowing medical marijuana in the state. The bill prohibits smoking and gives the state 2 years to develop a medical marijuana program. Now, this is the first time a medical marijuana bill has passed in Kentucky after previous attempts had failed in the Senate. Now, the bill's primary sponsor, Senator Stephen West, who's my senator, urges Kentucky to have a medical marijuana program, even though the bill is not perfect. Now, the bill still needs to pass the House and be successful if it wants to break the veto. Now, the Kentucky General Assembly passed legislation banning gender-affirming care for transgender minors despite opposition from physicians, mental health professionals, parents, and transgender Kentuckians. Now, the vote passed after language from House Bill 470 was inserted into Senate Bill 150, and as the vote hit to pass the threshold, Senator Karen Berg, Democrat from Louisville, reached for a tissue to wipe tears from her eyes. Now, the bill will now go to Governor Andy Beshear, who is expected to veto it, but critics, including the American Civil Liberties Union of Kentucky, called SB 150 the worst transgender bill in the nation. Now, Kentucky's House Bill 538, which would mandate expulsion for students making dangerous threats, is on its way to Governor Beshear's desk. Now, supporters say it gives teachers an additional disciplinary option, but others worry that it will unfairly target certain students. Now, the Senate added a provision preventing teachers from immediately removing students from the classrooms. Now, Kentucky lawmakers passed a bill criminalizing hazing on Thursday, responding to calls for action following the university student's death at the University of Kentucky. Now, the bill creates a felony crime for hazing that results in a death or serious injury punishable of up to 5 years in prison. Now, a misdemeanor charge of up to a year in jail is set for reckless hazing. Now, the bill awaits the signature of Governor Andy Beshear. Now, Kentucky legislature passes bill to provide education and resources for parents with postpartum depression. Now, the bill directs the Cabinet for Health and Family Services to develop and distribute written information about the condition and establish a panel of obstetrics and mental health care providers to investigate care gaps. The panel will report annually on its findings and suggestions to address care and the gaps that they may see. Now, a voice vote approved a floor amendment to direct the cabinet to submit a state plan application to provide inpatient and outpatient services through pediatric recovery centers to the fullest extent permitted under federal law. Now, discount chain Tuesday Morning is closing a majority of Kentucky stores, including 6 locations with going out of business sales in progress. Now, the chain previously filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and currently has 465 locations nationwide. Well, that does it for another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. Happy St. Patrick's Day again. My name is Rock Daniels. I'm the Bluegrass Realtor for all your real estate needs in Central Kentucky. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button so we can stay connected. Remember, wear green like I'm not doing, and take out an umbrella with you today.